Welcome back, my friends, to the Psychic Next Door. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. And those of you that have been with us throughout the duration, we are so grateful for you. My name is Rayla, and I am a psychic medium. All of the readings you will see on my channel and otherwise are spirit-led. I simply use a tarot as a tool for additional insights and clarity. I ask that you please take a moment to subscribe and like my channel. It allows my readings to reach those that are in much need of messages from Spirit. Also, make sure to check out your yearly readings for 2025. They are jam-packed with some excellent messages and predictions. I've also linked the video to the end of this reading for easier access. All right, my beautiful Aquarius friends, let's dive in to see what we have coming for you all for the next 4 to 6 weeks, okay? Let's take a deep breath. Open our hearts, open our minds, be receptive to the messages coming through Spirit. At this time, we are asking the higher powers, God, and Spirit guides to enter this reading for our beautiful Aquarius friends. All right, my goal today and always is to provide you all clarity and peace through these Spirit-driven messages. Remember, these readings are general. They're not one-to-one, so if it doesn't resonate, just leave it behind. All right, my friends, we're going to start by drawing a few oracle cards. That is going to give us the overall meaning of the next 4 to 6 weeks, okay? And then we're going to draw the tarot for details and clarification, and followed by the animal spirit oracle card. And I also, sometimes Spirit has been wanting me to throw in the Mind Info oracle card, okay? Just for a little extra something for you guys, okay? So let's just take a look here. It's funny, while I was conducting my off-camera meditation for you guys, I was getting like this jumpy feeling. Sort of like, you know, when you can't sit still, or kind of like your mind is on something, or you're waiting for like an answer to something. You're waiting to see how something is going to turn out. Yeah, that's kind of like the energy that I'm feeling for either the start of the next 4 to 6 weeks for you guys, or you're coming into this reading already feeling that way. For a lot of you, it just feels like that's the current energy, all right? So far, we have drawn Believe in the Impossible and Keep Your Heart Open. So for those of you that are waiting for an answer to something, or you're waiting to see how something pans out, oftentimes we may not get the result that we want, or that we think we want, or that we need. Instead, we get something else, right? And at that moment, you may feel defeated, or like you're missing out, or you didn't get what you wanted. But as time goes on and things happen, that actually turned out to be a blessing in disguise for you guys. And that's what I'm feeling. So perhaps it's this energy that you guys are waiting on something, or you're waiting to make a move on something and you're not really sure what to do. Business, relationship, that type of energy is what I'm feeling. For a very small few of you, it feels to be judgment, court related, because I'm seeing the Judgment card. Okay, I'm also seeing the Libra scales. Okay, so there's some kind of answer some of you are waiting for. It's funny, I'm looking out when I visualize what Spirit is giving to me. I just drew the cards and wasn't even looking just yet, and I looked down and here she is, the Judgment, or the Justice card. Okay, so that's just clarification, that's confirmation that some of you are going to be getting this answer soon. For some of you, you'll be pleased with the outcome up front, and others of you, you'll feel kind of disappointed. But later on realize maybe this was the best for you, okay? You just can't see it right now. In the center of your reading, I always look at this card first, because this kind of gives you the trajectory of how this touches every part of your reading somehow. And it's the Ten of Pentacles. And that is a beautiful card of like financial gain, financial fulfillment. okay? Spirit is showing me the dollar signs, okay? So perhaps some of you are waiting for an outcome. Someone owes you money. There's some sort of judgment, okay? Some of you may be getting some money that is owed to you. You're gaining justice in a certain part of your life that you've been waiting for, okay? Others of you, the feeling I'm getting is that you're looking at your situation, all right? Whether it be financial, career, whatever it may be. And you're wondering to yourself, is this it? Is this as far as I go? For many of you, there's a career in play here. Some of you are wanting to leave a situation, but you're really not sure how to go about it because you feel that that's kind of like your financial stability, that's what pays the bills, and so on. I'm seeing the word methodical. So in these next steps you're taking, okay, whether it be leaving a career, whether it be adding perhaps a side job just to see if it pans out, perhaps you want to go into something that they're highlighting the world card, all right? So it's kind of like confirmation that you're wanting to step from one part of the world to the other, right? You have your feet planted and grounded in something, all right? Whether it be, and they're showing me a location for some of you, perhaps an apartment, a home, a town home, and some of you are wanting to take a leap. There's so many messages coming through, and I apologize if this is kind of all over the place, but as I get them, I want you guys to receive them, and then we'll go into the spread. Some of you are wanting to take your foot out of what no longer serves you and dive into something else, okay? For some of you, it's like examples that they're giving me, going from an apartment to a townhome, renting to owning, okay? Maybe you're in a situation where you live alone and money's tight and you're looking at getting perhaps someone to come in and rent a room, okay? Things of that nature. You're wanting to put yourself in a better financial situation, in a more stable situation. You want to level up, okay? And the steps that they're showing in the world card is exactly that, okay? You're wanting to level up, and whatever you're holding in your mind and your heart, okay, that you're wanting to take a chance on, 80% of you is what they're showing me. 80% are going to make this change. You're going to take this step, okay? For some of you, you don't. For a handful of you, you don't see how this is going to work, okay? You just don't see the logistics, all right? And what Spirit is sharing with me is perhaps you need to do some exercises, not just in your mind, but perhaps on paper, okay? Something concrete. Type it up on the computer, write it on paper, whatever method works for you. Okay, and kind of outline what you're looking at, because oftentimes, we have ideas and thoughts and excitement and opportunities in our head, but we never put pen to paper. We never put it on the computer. We never type it up, right? And when you do that, when you take that next step and you put it in writing of some sort, it makes it a little more real. It makes it more attainable. All right. So these next 4 weeks, we're moving from mind to pen to paper, basically to taking action. Not just thinking about it, but maybe putting some pieces together to start this movement from happening. They're highlighting believe the impossible. For some of you, you don't feel that you can get there or attain this, okay? It's almost like the block, my friends, is within you, not externally. It's like your mind is telling you, man, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure this is the right step for you? You really want to start something at X age, okay, whatever that may be. All that naysaying is coming in, and it's kind of why you haven't taken the steps, okay, of moving forward with it. It's kind of like you're dragging yourself down a little bit. You're not giving yourself it's like you have, I'm trying to explain it the best I can. It's like you have confidence in your mind, right? But when it comes to doing, it's kind of like you pull back, right? And all these thoughts creep in and you kind of talk yourself out of it, all right? Spirit wants you to keep your heart open. Here's the thing. This is the best thing to do with certain situations, and I have found that this to help me as well. What's the worst thing that can happen? Now, don't leave X job, okay, if you can't afford it, okay? You're just gonna have to hustle and put some time and effort into this other thing you're wanting to do, okay? Maybe you want to, Spirit is mentioning again, going from renting to owning, okay? And you're wondering how you're gonna pull that off. Put pen to paper. That's the biggest message for you guys right now. Put pen to paper. And in looking down, I just realized the Judgment card also came up. Okay? So additional validation for you guys. They're also showing me the number 30 with the Judgment card. Okay? So plain and simple, you're going to come out a winner here. But you're going to have to really dive deep and see, is this the right step for you? And they're also sharing with me with the number 30. And the next 30 days plus is what they're showing me for you guys, is that you're going to have, I'm not going to say some kind of epiphany, but something's going to click. Whether you have started this in motion of what you're going to do or not, something's going to click as you begin this process. Okay? Stop fighting your mind so much. This is an internal battle. This is not external. This is you. All right? So basically, you're fighting those internal demons. The devil's here too. You're basically looking at the glass half empty rather than half full. And you have to make some changes to switch this mentality, okay? Otherwise, you'll never get to this next stage, whether it be starting a side venture, whether it be dating again, okay? Putting yourself out there, an XYZ situation, okay? All right, we're gonna shift from that. That was a lot in just the beginning without even kind of really diving into the cards in their entirety. So let's see what else Spirit has for us. We have in the first row, the World, Justice, and Four of Pentacles. The World has already kind of been touched upon, you wanting to move from one part of your life to another, all right? And you're going to be embracing it once you get past that hurdle in your mind. The Four of Pentacles, for some of you, this is not going to be for all of you, but they do want me to touch upon this. You're holding on to your money really tight. Don't shoot the messenger. But for some of you, do you always say things to yourself maybe, or maybe to your kids or to your spouse or to family members? I don't have enough money. I don't have the funds for that. You just really, it's always like, you never give yourself credit, is what Spirit is sharing. Like, let's say you save $5,000, let's just say, right? And you're like, well, that's just not enough. But let's appreciate what you've done, okay? Keep your heart open to thinking new things about yourself. Be proud that you did this. It doesn't have to be a grand number. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture that you did. Maybe you held the door. They're showing me a vision. Maybe you held the door open for somebody, okay? And I know this is switching, but I'm just giving you what they're giving me. Maybe you held the door open for somebody, and that person appreciated that more than you realized. You picked something off the floor for somebody who couldn't do it. Or you were at a grocery store. They're showing me a vision of you pushing a cart out, and you see someone who's having trouble putting the groceries in their car. And you stop and you say, hey, can I help you with that? This is about letting go. This is about doing the right thing at the right time for the right reasons as well, okay? And they're showing me an X on this card which means there's 4 different meanings. So there's a lot of stuff coming out of this card for you guys. Don't, and maybe you grew up, okay? Maybe you grew up not having a lot. So it doesn't matter what amount you'll save and what you'll get and everything you'll accomplish. In your mind, there's like this scarcity of losing it, of losing the little bit you have or what you have, your home, car, whatever, right? Kind of let the reins go a little bit here if you can, okay? Let the reins go. Now, I'm not saying, and Spirit is not saying to go out and spend everything and do whatever you wish, but when you do something good, treat yourself. When you've accomplished a goal, do a little something. And it doesn't have to be financial. You could just go to the beach for the day, right? You could just take a little road trip and see something new. It doesn't have to be around a financial thing, like a $10,000 cruise, something crazy like that, right? Do just a little something for yourself. Maybe you never treat yourself. You don't get your nails done. Okay? Maybe you just want to buy flowers sometimes just to have them in your home because they smell good, they look good when you pass by, and they make you feel good. Do just a little something for yourself. All right? Keep your heart open to doing things in a new way. In the second row, we have Page of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and 5 of Wands. So what we have here is a door opening for you. The Page of Pentacles is typically depicted as someone delivering a message, an opportunity arises, and it's also you kind of reverting back to your younger years is what they're sharing with me. Okay, maybe the card doesn't necessarily mean that, but it's like a younger self. It's like your younger self coming back. Okay, so this is twofold. So for some of you, you'll have, as you go through this process, okay, that we've talked about, an opportunity is going to present itself for you. And they're sharing with me that it's going to come out of nowhere. It's going to come out of nowhere. So it can be a situation where you're just browsing ideas and things, or you're watching reels, you're watching social media and an idea pops up and just kind of hits you and you're like, oh, wow, I always wanted to do that, but I never did that. Keep your mind and heart open. Take the 5 of Wands, take the Devil energy, and send it on its way. Because at the end of the day, I want to remind you that the 10 of Pentacles is where you sit. Some of you are not believing in yourself, okay? And they're wanting you to believe in the impossible. You can pull it off. And they're showing me that once you finally take those couple of steps to whatever it is, to whatever goal that you're trying to reach, it's going to open the doors for you. It's going to provide you opportunities that you didn't see before, that you weren't privy to before, okay? And for a lot of you, it's showing me it's centered around something regarding social media, okay? For others of you, it's a skill that maybe you acquired in your younger years that you didn't think had any value, but it's coming back, okay? And as you open your mind and you keep your heart open and you start to believe that you can pull some of this off, you are going to pull some of this off. Because like I said, the 10 of Pentacles is the center of your reading, as are believe in the impossible and keep your heart open. If you keep these 3 things true to yourself during the journey that you're trying to make, that you're considering taking, you're going to come out a winner. On our last row, we have 7 of Swords, the Devil, and the Judgment. Again, this doesn't seem related to an individual around you. It's more like you're playing tricks on your mind, right? It's kind of like you shutting yourself down. You telling yourself, yeah, that's not the way to go. You'll never make it. You'll never do it, right? There's a lot of internal battle for you through this process. Okay, my beautiful Aquarius friends. In this reading, your mind is basically your biggest enemy. It's not anyone that surrounds you. I mean, I'm not saying you don't have people around you that, you couldn't do away with, right? But the biggest obstacle for you getting to the next part of your life, whatever that may be for some of you, home, career, relationships, finance, it's you. They're highlighting the judgment. They're highlighting the justice. And they're sharing with me that some of you are actually, and I'm getting a vision that it's like somebody's going to be reaching out to you. Okay? Again, you're going to be doing some sort of research, whether it be social media, whether it be Google, whatever. You're going to be doing research, maybe talking to some people. Okay? And the trumpet is being highlighted. There's something magical, okay, that's going to light your fire again. When that comes, Spirit is asking for you not to automatically fight yourself. Don't fight yourself. Let it in. Think about it. Think about the possible, positive potential, the 3 Ps, that this could bring to your life. It also shows me that you're snapping out of the mundane too by doing this. So keep your heart open. All right? Keep your mind and your heart open. I think you're going to find that when you look up instead of down, this was the bottom of the deck, by the way, bottom of the deck card. They wanted me to highlight that. I was about to draw the Oracle card, but they want me to talk about this card. The 4 of Cups. All right? This is an individual who's looking down, reading their book, not paying attention to their surroundings, just kind of doing what they do. Not realizing that there's an opportunity that is just right for you. All right? We just have to have a little bit of a mindset change. Okay? Do things that you normally don't do. Believe in the impossible. Keep your heart open. Okay? Start feeling confident and proud of what you've accomplished in certain arenas of your life. Okay? So you can see the opportunities that are just waiting for you. All right. We're going to draw a Mind Info Oracle card. Oh, wow. Check this out. 10 of Pentacles, and we drew abundance. You're being asked to open abundance, to believe that you are deserving of it, and to believe that it will flow to you. This is the first important step towards receiving it. Breathe deeply and trust that it's on its way. Wow, I love the confirmation. Keep your heart open. Spirit is very insistent on those 3 things for you guys. Believe in the impossible. Keep your heart open. Move from negative thoughts and feelings to positive. Okay? It's kind of like an internal struggle that you're dealing with, my friends. All right, we are going to draw your last and final card. It's the Spirit Animal Oracle card. Woo! And that one came out. Let's take a look. Oh, independence, cat. You're being encouraged to develop a balance between independence and time of togetherness. This also indicates that you would greatly benefit from a profound journey of self-discovery. Learn to enjoy time spent with yourself. There is nothing more powerful and more confident in seeing in an individual that can operate independently. That they're not codependent on somebody, that they don't need somebody around them all the time. You realize that when you become that person, that confidence person, people are drawn to you. Okay? And Spirit wants me to get this last message out because it's really important. When you're down and out and negative and just everything is down, 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 people feel that and see that about you, right? But when you exude confidence, when you start thinking positively and feeling positively, you actually draw those type of people towards you. You may be wondering, God, why can't I surround myself with the right kind of people? It's the energy you're emitting. You're not emitting the right energy because inside you don't feel that way. All right? So there's a lot of work to do here, my beautiful Aquarius friends. But I know you've got this, and you'll make it happen. Until next month, we'll see you soon.